Three Idiots is an Indian film that narrates the journey of the three close friends who, under the tremendous academic and social pressure, seek their personal aspiration and authentic selves. The movie deeply exposes various profound issues present in Indian society, and we believe that employee Hofstede series in the interpret Three Idiots can assist us in more softly comprehending in the Indian cultural traits depicted in the film and their influence on the character actions.
Societies with high power distance typically have significant hierarchical gaps and have a high respect for hierarchy and authority. India is a typical country of high power distance. The caste system is the most important social institution and norms. People are strictly categorized into classes and are highly subservient to superior and authority. The concept can be clearly sensed in the movie. The story takes place in imperial college educational environment that emphasizes authority. Virus, the college's principal and professor, is a symbol of authority, who controls the students through imposing harsh rules and regulation, and even use punishment and threats to maintain his authority. He gets angry by the student Raja's prank and withdraws Raja from the college. Professor Virus' behavior exemplifies what is typical in a culture of high power distance. No form of challenge or defiance to tolerated, and students must be completely obedient. Societies with low power distance, on the other hand, encourage flat and participatory management style and emphasize the distribution of power. The main caricature, Rancho, represents the rebel characters. The challenge is the power structure in the educational system and demonstrates the value of low power distance. In the movie, a senior who loves drawers but hasn't finished his graduation project is asked by the principal to delay his graduation and chooses to commit suicide out of stress. Rachel sees the inadequacy of the teaching system in the senior. He questions the teaching system of the school, will only emphasize on exam and ignore human development. The principal accused Rancho cannot questioning his professionalism. He asks Rancho to demonstrate how to teach, hoping to surprise Rancho. Rancho divides two fake proper nouns in the class and asking students to race to find the definition. By doing so, he tells the principal that good teaching should let students understand the meaning of the subject, not only memorization and test. In Rancho, we can see the typical low power distance value, that individual freedom and equality of power.
Hofstede's concept of individualist culture emphasizes personal goal and individual achievements, whereas collectivist culture refers to value placed on group harmony and interest. In the film, Farhan is told by his father from birth that he is to becoming an engineer. However, he does not enjoy studying engineering, and he is forced by his father to pursue it. Farhan's true passion lies in photography, but his father wants him to have a high studies professional and believe photography is an ill-advised career. It represents the emphasis on family honor and social status in collectivist culture. Farhan's father represents Indian collectivist culture, emphasizing family tradition and social status. He believed that as a pillar of the family, his son should pursue a stable career path, which is not only responsibility to the family but also essential for the family recognition in society. In the end, Farhan gathered the courage to tell his father his true thoughts, expression his determination to pursue his dream. This scene reflects the immense pressure of family and societal expectation in the collectivist culture, while also showcasing the power of the individualism. Farhan chose to follow his heart. Farhan represents the value of the individualism. He wanted to pursue the life based on his own interest. and patience rather than the blinding following the expectation of his father. In the end, Farhan convinced his father. His father asked his mother to sell the laptop and let him to buy a professional camera. Farhan's awakening and challenge to his father marked the transition from collectivism to individualism.
Uncertainty avoidance refers to the degree to which a society tolerates uncertain and ambiguous. Society with huge uncertain avoidance tend to reducing future uncertainty by creating rules, royal and social norms, while society with low uncertain avoidance are more accepting of uncertainty and more open to change. Indians have a huge gap between rich and poor and social division, and Indian people are constantly facing various uncertain risks. So the uncertain avoidance is very high. Choosing a widely recognized successful and security career path can reduce the uncertainty about future career development. In the film, Laju comes from a very conservative and traditional family. His father losing his job and ability to live due to a stroke. His mother spent all her retirement saving to support the family, and his sister was unable to marry because of poverty, which put great pressure on Raju from his family, and great exceptions to become an energy to improve the family situation. After being expelled from school, Laju was unable to escape the uncertainty of his future. Under the operation of high power distance and collectivism in India and choose to commit society. Many external documents indicate that India is a low uncertain avoidance country. However, through the motivate and relaxed Indian, we clearly recognize that India has a rich caste system tends towards collectivism. Value religion have limited career choice, all of which are manifestations of seeking security. Therefore, we believe that India has high degree uncertain avoidance.
Because of Indians' high uncertain avoidance, there exists a pronounced short-term orientation in Indian culture, leading people to favor tangible and immediately benefits. The traditional Indian education system places significant importance on test scores and ranking, often encourages students to rote learn for high grades. Instead of gaining a deep understanding of the subject matter, the Royal Engineering College in the movie is based on the Indian Institutes of Technology, which have annual admission rate of less than 0.92%, making them one of the hardest schools to get into the worldwide. This extremely low acceptance rate has created a large number of coaching institutes across the Indian and the infamous practice of cheating. In the film, both Farhan and Laju are impacted by the short-term employee orientation, thereby overlooking their genius aspirations and developmental potential. Rachel is a prototypical character representing long-term origination. He does not chasing after instant high grades or position, but emphasizes the learning process and the cultivation of personal skill. He thought that the genius knowledge should be applied to problem solving and serving society, not just for passing the exam. This perspective highlights concern for continuous development, individual growth, and social contribution. The movie touches upon some like chasing dreams and find your own way, which all upon a long-term life plan, rather than merely concentrate on immediately accomplished or material interests. By contrasting these two distinct life philosophy, the film delivers a message that although short-term effective can yield rapidly outcome, a genius meaning life ought to be grounded in long-term planning and the fulfillment of personal inner aspiration.